People of Earth, big dick energy tonight from everyone, including this man, Big Dick Val, the gold chain wearer, the lover. Some say he's rough. Some say he's gentle. I say he's just right. And he's just what we needed tonight. He delivered. He put it in a parcel. I'd say it was oversized. And he delivered it tonight. We love him. We want to be with him. And you know what? The Avs win 4-3 overtime. Let's kick it into gear. Gentlemen, the Avalanche 4-3 overtime winners. Let's get into it. Let's enjoy this moment. We have, first of all, the OG, Oren. Welcome, Oren. What a freaking game we witnessed.
Oh, yeah. It was great.
It was great. It was great. And we want to bring back a man that's not wearing pants right now. His name is Gnome. And we shouldn't say that, but we did. Gnome, welcome, buddy. Great to have you back again. Avs, are you excited? Are you excited? Are we?
Dude,
what's going on?
Are you kidding?
What's going on?
Pants on. Of course I'm excited.
Okay. Oh, thank God. Oh, I was nervous that you had pants on for a little bit. I was stretching. And we want to bring in a very special guest representing Eurolanche, massive Eurogroup Avs fans. We've heard about them. We all love them. Great group. We have Brennan here representing Eurolanche. What is up, Brennan? Welcome to the show, buddy.
Hi.
Yeah. Well, that's fine too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm the social media manager for Eurolanche, and just happy to be here.
Well,
we're happy
you'll
to
probably
have
regret
you,
saying that. You're going to regret that very quickly.
I regret it every time.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Gentlemen, it's 4-3. It's Avalanche. It's something special. Anthony, welcome, buddy. What a game. Wearing my Forsberg jersey. What a win. Yes, I'm wearing my own. Wait, where's my numbers? I'm wearing my own jersey from, I'm going to say 2001, 2002 season. My ex girlfriend bought me this. I didn't give her a dime. I'm happy I did. I couldn't pay for it. I was in like 9th grade. There's no way. But she was a lover. She was a giver. We thank you for that. We thank you for this jersey. Anthony, thanks for having you, buddy. Thanks for joining. Avalanche 4-3. Guys, we start with the biggest news of the game, and this gentleman right here, Darcy Kuemper, starts the game. Now, was this everyone's pick? I want to start with you, Oren. I know we kind of had already talked about this. I think we both predicted Kuemper would probably start this game.
Yeah, that was my pick.
Yeah, you saw him, man. Your thoughts? You just kind of,
I will say he did let a few softies in. He wasn't as composed as I wanted him to be, but he hasn't really been out there seeing pucks like that in
a couple weeks,
15 games. Yeah, so he's a little bit rusty, but you know what? He kept his composure and he got the big win. So
yeah, Arizona legend showing his English. Kuemper is beauty. Just misspelling Kuemper and not making a complete sentence. Thank you, Arizona. Brennan, your thoughts on Darcy Kuemper starting the game?
He started out strong. He was saying, he let in a few soft ones, but I think it was more nerves than anything. It is his first final, so
yeah, I agree.
And I mean, they're claiming that his eye is back under control, but if you saw the pictures from the media day, his eyes still look weak.
Oh,
yeah, because there's some pictures from media day yesterday where they got it straight on in his face, and the one eyelid actually looks lower than the other. So I'm not sure if that's actually affecting him or not, but who knows?
Now, Brendan, was the eye taking off like Tom York off of Radiohead? Was it getting a mind of its own? Was it writing its own song? Are we worried, or is it an eye we can get back in control? Can we reel the eye back in?
The eyelid. So it's like,
oh, okay.
So like the eyelid's weak. Like the muscle's weak, it looks like.
Okay. Weak
so
muscles.
He may be having to like put a little more concentration to keeping his eye open than he normally would.
Okay.
And
And
for
you
a
would think
goalie,
that's
that's a big
something.
deal.
Yeah, that's a big deal. That'd be something you think Jared Bednar and the team would be monitoring, especially as well as Pavel Francois has been playing 6-0. The guy's been quality, best backup in the league, in my opinion. No, your thoughts? Kemper starting?
That's what I was predicting.
Yeah.
And I think he did just fine. I think that's just
Yeah.
his face, a little droopy eyelid, but get a little smell and salt and that thing pops right up.
Yeah, you get a little smell and salt. You pop it in the eye hole. Things happen. Obviously, no Kadri, no Cogliano. Some key misses for the Avalanche. The Tampa Bay got Braden Point back, which was huge for them. We get, with those two guys out for us, we get Sturm back. Now, Sturm's a guy that I've criticized, rightfully so. I thought he had a decent game tonight. I think he was evident tonight. He showed up at least. He tried to play a role. He wasn't, unnoticeable, which he has been in the past. But he is a guy you're like, you see in the lineup, you're like, okay, buddy. All he has to do is make one play. That's what I've said. All you got to do is make one big play in the playoffs, and the trade was worth it. If you can make one play, make something happen, be in the game-winning goal, be involved in the check, a forecheck that makes something happen. And yet to see it, but I knew he was out there. He was fine tonight. So let's jump in the first period, gentlemen. Anthony says Big Val was the MVP of this game. Yes, he was. That's why we started off with
Yeah.
Big Val.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%. I think we all agree with that. And after a really, really, really good series in Nashville, he had followed up with a really, really, really bad series against the Blues, but then he slowly started picking it back up against Edmonton. Started kicking it into gear, for sure. First period, we get the first goal. Rantanen comes in with a puck, gets the shot off. Gabe Landeskog with the little tap, and looks like it might have rolled in anyway, but you got to make sure you put that sucker in. Brennan, your thoughts? It's 1-0 Avalanche. Is this more of the same? This is this continuation of how we've been playing this series, playing this whole playoffs?
So. Yeah, and to go back to Sturm real quick.
Yes.
We mostly got him for the face-off role because he is 50+% on the face-offs.
Yeah.
Compared to Jose's like 30-something.
Yeah.
And I want to point out that Sturm only had 17% from the dot tonight.
Woo! That sounds really good.
Yeah. So, but he did play over a minute in shorthanded time.
Yeah, he was on. I noticed he was on the PK. He did a fine. Our penalty kill was mint tonight.
So based on that, he may stay in there, but I don't know if he'll be taking any face-offs again.
Well, that's terrible to say that.
Yeah, I mean, Landy was 56%. We'll put it that way. He was our best one.
Yeah. Oren, if you don't mind, I'm going to have you throw some of the comments in. As I bounce around my notes, please. We got the beautiful Anthony, the ugly Arizona legend, and the beautiful Elise back in. The first goal was Eric Johnson. He's showing off the puck out of the paint. How dare you, Anthony? How dare you criticize EJ? We're going to get to that goal. I don't know. I thought Darcy Kemper, he really shifted hard that left side and left himself open, in my opinion. But we're going to get to that. So that's the first goal. Landy taps it in, and then we get from Nathan McKinnon, we get the energy, the big dick energy. Val Nichushkin. I thought maybe his shot when he got the puck, did it hit off the stick? I couldn't tell. It almost looked like it maybe it hit off the stick of a Tampa Bay player. I couldn't tell. Maybe it didn't. But it went 5-hole, and apparently the stats said on the stream we were watching, the illegal channel we were watching, said it was the first Vasilevsky 5-hole goal of the series. Noam, did you see that stat? It was the first goal he led in 5-hole of the whole playoff.
Yeah, he hasn't done it at all. Every single shot that's gone 5-hole, he's saved. So, until that one.
He can close it pretty quick.
Yeah. He couldn't save the big dick, though.
Yeah.
No. There's one thing you can't save.
No.
He's got that MVP trophy hanging from it. So
Yes, he
Makes it a little bigger, a little
did.
bit heavier.
It's a little heavy on the shoulder.
Get a chain up
Yeah.
his knife and put it around there.
Yeah, use the Conn Smythe for the 05 hoe plug. And he did not do that tonight. And you thought early that we were jumping on him. We were like, oh boy, is this going to be is this a blowout game? You know, me personally, I was like, we're coming in early. They're a veteran team. You know, they're eventually going to kind of settle the reins here, start rolling some lines, kind of getting the forecheck going, kind of getting, okay, let's settle down, boys. We are the back-to-back champs. We know how to play this game. Kind of ended up a little bit that way eventually, because right after that goal, this is when we get the Nick Paul wacky. We call it the wacky goal. And no, Anthony, you called out EJ on this. He was behind him. I do admit, EJ was behind Nick Paul coming in on the goal. But I don't know. For me, Kemper, he bites pretty hard to the left. It does hit off of EJ's stick a little bit, then it bounces back off Nick. It's a wanky goal. Brennan, your thoughts on that one, man? When we have all the momentum, Tampa gets back in it with that type of goal. What goes on there?
Nick Paul's been getting those goals all playoffs. And he's actually been Tampa's surprise. And I don't know if you guys knew it, but the Habs were actually looking at him at the deadline.
Okay, yeah. I'd heard something about it, yeah, from Ottawa, yeah.
Yeah, so there was talk that they were gonna get him, and then I think Tampa ended up grabbing him first. So if you can imagine him being on like the second or the third line with us and adding that speed, that's exactly what Tampa was trying to do.
Yeah.
And he's shown it during all the playoffs and just gotten those dirty, disgusting goals like those.
Yeah, they're nasty. As a matter of fact, it was, his face got uglier as he scored it. It was really weird. They showed a picture of an image, and his face, it morphed into a troll as he scored the goal. But he did score it, and we were up 2-1. But no, we're up 2-1. We're still feeling good, but that was just kind of a little stab in the back. Your thoughts on that play? I mean, where's your head at right there? Just
I mean,
on the reins,
Nick Paul's he's still definitely not as ugly as David Perron, so at least he has that.
No, he's not. He's not. No, he's got a long way to go to get to that status.
Exactly. But it's just one of those puck luck plays, right? Obviously it shouldn't have gone in. Kemper shouldn't have been in the position that he was in. EJ probably could have done better too, but at the end of the day, it's bouncing puck and flip floppity floop, and it went in. So those things happen. Not too worried about that kind of thing, and we're going to see more of those as this series goes on.
Yeah, absolutely. Anthony just adding here face opportunities like we talked about. As 40, Lightning 60. So we got to clean up a little bit, especially at a defensive zone. We talk about it in the offensive zone, on the power play and key moments of the game that will add up. There will be a moment or two in a game, a key moment that can come up against us. So we do have to, clean that up big time. We move on right at the end. It's 5-on-3. And there's a gentleman here. And by God, I didn't add his image to the screen. I'm a son of a bitch. Arturi Lehkonen. Now, Arturi Lehkonen is an absolute find. He's the love of my life. I've actually left my wife just tonight to join Mr. Lehkonen in whatever escapade he has going on. He told me he was going to take me to Aruba, and I believe him. Beautiful pass from Rantanen, who few assists tonight, couple assists, who's starting to show himself as the Moose again. We get Rantanen. Nice, beautiful pass. 5-on-3. It was a trip. We all saw Cirelli just continue to shake his head in the box like, but what do you mean? I put my stick in his legs and he fell over, but I don't understand. I don't get it. Well, that's a trip. and they thought maybe it went offsides, but it didn't because you could see the puck did not clearly cross back over the blue line. And we capitalize. No, it's a 5-on-3 go. It's a beautiful Arturi Lehkonen. What a freaking pickup. To me, the best trade of that trade deadline. Your thoughts, buddy? We go. He scores it. It's 3-1 going into the first. We get that goal back. What's your thoughts, bud?
I mean, that was super clutch, and that's what he does. That's why we picked him up. He's a clutch player at clutch times. Just tipping that shot pass from his childhood friend Mikko Rantanen into the back of the net. That's just how we're going to be able to win hockey games, and that was a really, really well done play. And 5-on-3, the penalty might have been cheap, it might not have, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you've got to convert.
Yeah, you 100% have to convert. Oren, 5-on-3 goal. We talked about it. Have to score on it. There'd have been in the previous series a 5-on-3 we didn't convert. Joe Quenneville always said, "You don't score a 5-on-3, you don't win a hockey game." Obviously, he lied tonight, but in general, he has a point. And we scored on this 5-on-3. We're up 3-1 going in the first. Your overall thoughts after that, buddy?
I saw us paving the way. I mean, I thought we were going to dominate the rest of that game after that period. I mean, we had that unlucky goal with Nicholas Paul, but Mikko or Lehkonen got us back into it. So I was pumped up and ready for that second period to start. I felt us coming up even more ahead and dominating. But
yeah, and the second period did start, and Brennan, as well, we're going to call you out here, as someone who also has followed the Tampa Bay Lightning and knows their stuff. So second period starts, we're up 3-1. A lot of the, all the flows, all the momentum's going through the Avalanche. Tampa starts to clog up some things in the neutral zone. They start to spin some shifts in our zone. They start to play, it starts to look more like just a back and forth hockey game. They start to settle some things down, and it doesn't take too long. Kucherov finally gets involved in this game. First period, he looked just out of sync, and then second period, he just dances through Devontae's.
Yeah, the disgusting goal.
Oh yeah, he dances Taze like he's none of his business, and finds Palat right there just for a tap. And all he's got to do is he knows I got to put my blade on the ice. Does it? He gets back in the game. It's 3-2 Tampa, and Kucherov makes himself known, buddy. What's your thoughts there?
Well, yeah, Coop's always been really good at making adjustments after the first period, first off. And then I'm not surprised that Kucherov found Palat, considering they've been basically line mates since the AHL. Because when Kucherov and Palat were drafted, I think they spent 1 or 2 years at Syracuse together, and they were on the same line. And it was them and Tyler Johnson. So
Tyler Johnson was with them too. Okay.
Yeah. And so they all three came up together, and so that's how much chemistry him and Palat have. So the fact that they tapped and got it into the net like that, I'm honestly not shocked at all.
Yeah, that was a beautiful play. I mean, it's rare you see Devontae's danced through.
Yeah, he turned the wrong way.
He got waltzed.
Yeah,
and he was trying to hold him. He was trying to play some country music, some old Merle Haggard. He's trying to throw a little something on, and he just could not withstand the waltz.
Yeah, I play defense myself, and he turned way too late.
Yeah. That's a learning curve for him. That's a guy like, okay, hopefully that's something, you can kind of say, this is what this guy can do. Let's try to play it smarter. Let's get that stick, active stick, whatever we can do to enable that as much as possible. Great players are going to make great plays. You can't stop them all the time, but that's one of those moments you're like, okay, that's what this guy can do. Let's watch that shit. And then, guys, after that, it's 3-2, and it's like, okay, let's settle down, guys. And this is when the puck goes to the point. Less than a minute later, and then it's that Sergachev gets the puck at the point, and he beats Kemper short side. No, that's a bit of a backbreaker. That's a bit of what we've seen the Avalanche do a lot for ourselves these playoffs, is score really quickly, back-to-back goals, kill momentum shifts. Your thoughts after that? The game is now tied. And it's like, what the hell happened, dude?
For sure. Tampa showed why they're the second best team in the league. That's for sure. Yeah. I mean, they came out of nowhere and spent a minute inside of our zone and scored twice. I mean, that's just what happens sometimes when you're playing against a really, really good team. They can do that every now and again. Yeah. So, once again, it's something that you can almost expect on a night in, night out basis. You might have one of those goals every game against, just because they're that good. Real quick, I do want to wrap up. I've got to get going.
Sure.
So Tampa, obviously, we know Val's MVP of the game. We can all agree on that one. But
we can all agree.
Tampa did a really good job of shutting down Cale Makar. And although I am drinking Victory Bourbon tonight, it's not that Cale did anything as far as offensively. They probably blocked 6 or 7 of his shots. They did a really good job of shutting him down.
They did.
Here's the issue for Tampa, though. Colorado is so good. You shut down Cale, here comes Mikko.
Oh, yes. That's what I'm talking about.
Too good.
It was beautiful to see, man.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Hey, it's great seeing you, and I will check you soon.
Yep.
No, please join again, buddy.
Take it easy.
Thanks for going, man. Appreciate you joining, buddy.
For sure.
All right, man. Thank you, sir. All right. That was known, people. Agreed. Yeah, always makes me nervous. Yeah, 3-1 lead with the Avs again. Can they step on the gas and just pump them? But a team like Tampa Bay, that's very difficult to do. It does. I'm always nervous through every Avalanche game. If we could be up 7-0, and I'm like, what's going to happen? Are they going to the other team going to score? That's just, you've seen too much, man, over the years. Seen too much. And that's Tampa. And then, like I said, after that Sergachev goal, it's like, what the hell happened? It's 3-3 after second period, and we have ourselves a hockey game. Oren, you're with me watching it, man. I mean, your thoughts going into it? I mean, where are we at now? Where's the mindset?
I definitely wasn't happy. I predicted us winning 5-3, so I still felt like there was plenty of opportunities in that third period to score 2 goals. So, but I was definitely on my toes on that one.
For sure. Brennan, yourself, buddy. I mean, back-to-back Tampa Bay.
With the Sergey goal, Lehkonen gave him too much room. Yeah, that's what it boiled down to. And then once that Lehkonen realized that he gave Sergey too much room, he couldn't get to him fast enough to block the shot. And I think Kemper just lost it from the point. I've got a couple goalie friends that have actually said that like the shots from the point are the hardest ones to track because it goes through so many people. There's
a lot in front, yeah.
So sure. You can't really blame Kemper on that situation because there's 4 or 5 people on that path to the goal.
Yeah, it was probably pretty hard for him to see that one. I agree that was not a soft one that he let in. That was just unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, as much as we're talking up Lehkonen here, but I kind of blame it on him on that one. That's a fault of the forwards not covering the D.
Yeah, not getting on him quick enough, not stopping the pass, not like making a play, maybe possibly get a deflection off the shot. For sure. We start the third period, guys, and it starts very physical. It's a very physical third period. I do want to shout out one guy that was laying the body in this game, and that was this gentleman here, Josh Manson. Mm-hmm. Absolutely laying the body in this game.
He got away with a few.
He got away with a nice little high stick on Hedman. I agree with that.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. These things happen. What can you say? You got to make the follow through look, like nothing happened. Josh Manson he did get away with that one, but besides that, he was laying the body. He did get a penalty early on. Thank God we killed it off. Making his presence known. I think although Eric Johnson also had a very good game. Some key moments by some key defensemen. Bo Byram, to me, had a really strong game. They played. It seemed like they put him on the ice. Jared Brennan put him on the ice a lot. Had him outskate the puck a lot tonight. Just from watching, it seems like the most physical period. Everyone's finishing checks. I was curious, is this a period where Jared Bednar decides to double shift Nate McKinnon, Landy? He starts to throw him up. We saw him throw Nate McKinnon out a couple of times on the third line. But it was real back and forth, really physical. Sorry, that's the one. When Manson doesn't give the puck away, it's a good game for him. Yeah, I would agree with that. Sometimes he gets that puck in the zone and someone's tied on him. You're like, Jesus, just don't. Please, God.
Just give it to someone else.
Just give it to an Avalanche player. Jesus. Thankfully, we didn't have to really worry about that tonight, but that was something you always look out for with Mr. Manson there. Last minute and a half to play. Patrick Maroon, back-to-back Stanley Cup champ. The guy just wins Stanley Cups. He puts the puck over the glass. There's a delay of game penalty. And it's like a minute and whatever. I mean, to play. Last couple of chances, we do get a couple little last whacks at it. Almost score. It does go into overtime. And Brennan, we get about 30 seconds left on the power play going into overtime. Your thoughts on how we ended the third? Were you confident on us on the power play in overtime? What was your thoughts of us coming out the gate?
Well, to draw the penalty from Fat Pat was a thing of beauty. First off, he freaked out because there's no one at the point for him. And so that was great in my eyes.
Yeah.
But it's just they didn't convert. That was my issue with the last 30 seconds or so.
Yeah.
They had so many chances, and then Vazzy hanging it like he always does. And there was like no D at all, and Vazzy was just saving them over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Nate was doing all he could to try and other than score.
Yeah. He was looking for that extra pass. He had some good shots, looking for his teammates, and Vasilevsky just got better and better as the game kind of wore on. And you're like, okay, oh boy, this is what we thought. Elise, thanks for correcting me. 147 into that last. We don't score on it. We can't finish it on the power play, and then. I want to just mention, before I mention Burakovsky, can we not mention the big dick energy in this man right now? Can we not mention his gold chain? Look, I mean, the guy swings, okay, he had his series against Nashville. We loved him. The Blues series happened. We forgive him. And then Edmonton series happens. He steps up, especially that last game. He was clutch, couple goals. He starts to get his mojo back.
He had his mojo this game.
He had his mojo this game. Let's not argue. I'm not going to argue there. Had the mojo swinging around. I mean, just what are we doing here? Where do I need to be? You tell me where to go.
To your
Jared
left
Baird.
a little bit more.
You tell me where to go. A little.
Right there.
Okay, right around here.
Yeah, right there.
Right around here. You tell me where to go, Bednar, and I'm going to go for you. Can you please tell me where to swing this thing? And he swings it over to this man, Mr. Burakovsky, the man with the golden shot. Okay, this guy, does he only have one goal this playoffs?
Yeah, that was his first.
I believe before this goal.
Yeah.
Gets to say, this to me is this is a guy, he's a special gem. This is a guy we can utilize in this playoff series. He's yet to go off. He's very streaky, but he knows how to pick a net. He knows how to score goals. This is why he brought him in. And he gets it on the 1T, keeps it low, just smacks her in. And Brennan, it happens. Nice little, it was a turnover by Sergachev, hits JT Compher. JT Compher goes for a shot. It's blocked by Tampa Bay, which they're very good at doing, is blocking shots. Ends up going back to Val Nichushkin, who then makes that sexy pass to this man, Burakovsky. Wins in overtime. Where you at, man? Where you at,
my
Brennan?
nipples got hard with how wide open that net was. I think Vazzy completely lost track of the back door there.
Yeah, he did.
And didn't realize how quick that Val was going to pass it. So normally Vazzy's pretty quick about getting post to post, but it just didn't work out this time. Thank God.
No. Yeah, thank God it didn't. It was very clear. That chance was there, and it couldn't be more clear, the shot, who was taking the shot. And it was great to see Burakovsky get it. Orrin, I mean, he's a guy, we know he shot. I mean, when he's on, arguably the best shot on the team.
I love when he's out there on the ice. I mean, he definitely knows where to pick his shots. So, and he's always in a great position to get them.
He's a great skater. His skating is, no one really talks about it. He's a great skater, and he makes room for himself on the ice. And when he's on, he's one of the best players on the ice when he's on. That's the thing for him. That's why he's not, making, 7, 8, 9 million a year. It's because, he's not on enough. But when he is on, he's a guy to freaking watch for. And he's a wild card. He's a guy you have in your back pocket that you can throw in that second line. He started on the third when we started the play, and, bump him back up because he's a guy you can move around the lineup, hopefully. But you want him to be productive. This is why you have this guy. Big play from a player we needed to have a big play. And he can do that. Former Stanley Cup champ with the Washington Capitals. He knows what it takes. And that's a huge goal. And that made it 4-3 Avalanche. Get a couple comments. I know you already highlighted them. Yeah, it's like they were getting the rebound but not getting him at the same time. Yeah. Val was all over the place, hands down. I think it was the best play on the ice tonight. I agree 100%. He was attacking. He was scoring. He was on it. He was swinging his chain. Anthony Tampa can eat the L and have seconds on Saturday. Boom! Ric Flair would say, woo! What a freaking win. And it was interesting to see, especially the second period we got outplayed. Tampa set the pace. Third period was good physical period back and forth, and as it dwindled down to the final few minutes, you could tell both teams were okay. Here we go. We all know next goal wins, so they started playing. I wouldn't say safe, but just kind of mining the clock there. And then it goes into overtime, and a play like this happens. It's so great to see. Teams generally have a good advantage when that first game, but being in Colorado, it's something you need to set the tone for a Stanley Cup final. The announcers on ESPN kept calling Berkey Mikko and Arturi Landy.
That's why you turn the sound down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think ever since they switched to ESPN and TNT, I've listened to the sound once.
Isn't that rough? Why is it so bad? It's just so bad, man.
It's not that it's when you have someone like Darren Pang doing the whole series with the Blues.
Oh, that was rough because he is a Blues announcer. Yeah. He's a
Blues alumni because he played goalie for him for years, and then he now he works for the Blues with Fox Sports Midwest or Bally Sports.
Our boy Midwest, John Kelly, our ex-boy John Kelly. Now. Yeah.
And then now he was doing the series for the Blues and the Avs. And I was just like, why the hell are they getting someone that is so goddamn biased towards one team? That's like getting Peter McNabb for the Avs.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be rough for any other team to listen to Peter McNabb talk about it.
Yeah. Or Mark Mosier.
Oh, that's worse. That's worse.
Yeah. I mean, it people would be driven nuts by it, plain and simple. Yeah. And I mean, I respect their opinions, but not while I'm trying to watch a game.
No. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, it's very biased, and I like Darren Pang I think he's a nice guy. He seems like a genuine guy. But the fact of the matter is, the Blues was his team. I mean, you got a guy that if that's your team, what are you trying to do here? I mean, what are we doing? We can't get a third party guy in. Where's Brian Englund, for God's sakes? Where's our guy? You know, we can't get a third guy in. Either
Brian
way,
Englund is he does announcing for Tampa.
Is it Carolina or is it Tampa? Yeah,
it's Tampa.
It's Tampa now. Okay,
he's the ringside for him in Tampa.
Gotcha.
So
yeah, I remember when he had that one quick year stint in Colorado when shit hit the fan. Brian Englund had a little bit of a little stint with Colorado.
16, 17?
It was many years ago. But yeah, it was very quick. It was when something went down. I can't remember what happened. But he stepped in. He stepped in for a role. It wasn't a permanent thing. He just kind of came in.
Oh.
Played a quick role. Either way, it's off topic. Biggest news is the Avalanche win. And gentlemen, that's what matters.
And you actually predicted this score, I believe.
Oh, I predicted 4-3 overtime, but I predicted Landeskog getting the winner. But I'll take a fan scoring the goal. I don't give a shit. Someone scores the goal for the Avalanche. I'm going to take it. We move into game 2, boys. Saturday. I'll start with you, Oren. Prediction for Saturday, game 2. What's going to happen?
Well, I'm going to continue to go down my path of a sweep in the Stanley Cup Finals. So I think we're going to end up winning again. Let's say 3-0. How about that?
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't go as far as the sweep. I know I know Tampa too well.
Okay,
I'm not trying to.
Let's hear it, buddy.
I'm not trying to pop your balloon or anything.
Oh, you're good. But my predictions have been pretty spot on lately, so I'm gonna keep going with it.
I don't know. I can't say that, but
I said we were going to sweep Edmonton. We swept them. So.
Fuck Edmonton. Anyway, they shouldn't have gotten that far to begin with. They played LA. Whoop-de fucking do. And how many goddamn goals were scored against the Flames?
They should have beat Calgary.
Did they have a beer league goalie in there? Seriously.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Calgary sucked that series, dude. They were bad. They were bad.
And it rants aside.
Yes.
Sorry. But no, I say Avs in 6.
Avs in 6. And where do you have game 2 going? What's happening in game 2? What's happening on Saturday in Denver, bro?
I say we've got it. It's going to probably be a little bit closer of a game, though. I think Vazzy's he's gonna lock it down. He's gonna get those goddamn laser eyes of his again. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed this. Anytime they show his eyes, they're like this. It's fucking creepy. And
yeah, it's creepy.
And then I don't know if they'll stay with Kemper. But it's hard to say when you have a good backup like that.
They have a great backup, but I mean, you legitimately think even after a win they would consider Pavel, Frankie there?
Frankie's he came out with a hot hand on the last series. So, he's got the confidence.
He does have the confidence, but I mean, you have a guy like,
I don't
Kemper.
think they're going to sit Kemper until
I don't think they will sit Kemper, but exactly.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was questionable whether they're even going to play Kemper tonight until this morning. So
yeah,
but I'd say probably Avs 2-1.
Avs 2-1, just regulation or overtime?
Regulation.
Regulation 2-1. So you have us going up 2-0 as the series as well. Does Oren? Yeah. I was gonna say Anthony's got us up 4-2, winning next game. Beautiful.
And then unfortunately Tampa plays really well in Tampa.
Yeah.
Fuck Tampa.
As we saw what happened with New York. And that's usually about the time that Coach Coop makes really, really good adjustments right after game 2 because he's got enough film and enough experience with the team. And yeah, we may be hosts for Game 3.
Yeah, well, I could see Tampa winning at least one of the two, but as I mentioned, the Avalanche are undefeated on the road in the playoffs this year.
Well, they are, but they haven't played Tampa on the road.
They haven't played Tampa, but did you know John Cooper? He's getting ready for Beetlejuice 2, as he was in Beetlejuice 1. They're built, so he's got to somehow balance out being in Beetlejuice 2 while also trying to get his team ready to win his third Stanley Cup in a row. I mean, how do you see him balancing that out?
True.
Yeah. I mean, that's just something he's going to have to deal with. I mean, that's on him. I mean, he's a great actor.
He's going to choose Beetlejuice 2 so that
he's going to be, I heard Multiplicity 2's coming out. Batman 4 featuring Michael Keaton. He's in a lot of things. He's going to have to balance it out. No, I agree. I think Avalanche, I've mentioned this many times before. I'm a moron. I think Avalanche can win every game ever. That's just because I'm an idiot. But I do agree. I do see the Avalanche winning. I'm going to go ahead and say 4-2 Avs in Game 2. I would love that. At least sticking with, I'm going stick with 3-2 Avalanche Game 2. Oh, stick with Kemp means, yeah, you believe they're going to stick with Kemp. I do too. I mean, he didn't lose the game. And one thing Kemper does is after a bad game, and we can't say it's a bad game, but it was it was a game.
It was an okay game.
It was an okay game, but what he does, he bounces back very well with a strong game, and he always has throughout his career. Something to watch out for. I do believe they'll stick with Kemper. He's gonna stay in. I believe the Avalanche are gonna win that game 4-2. Maybe it's 3-2. Maybe it's tight. Maybe they pull their goalie. Maybe we get that odd man. Maybe we get that extra attacker goal. Make it 4-2. However it happens. My prediction. So we all predict us going up 2-0 in the series. Anthony does say, Mr. Mom will be busy in the kitchen to focus on the series. That is true. Look out for Mr. Mom 2 as well, as Mr. Cooper will be working on that. A lot of things in the kitchen he'll be working on. Brandon, I have to say, buddy, it's been a pleasure to have you on this show. We hope we can somehow lie to you and say this is a bigger show and get you back on here again.
I can keep coming back.
Please do. And please tell the people that will eventually end up watching this, on the replays. What's up with you? What's up with Avalanche? What's your role? Where to find you? All that good stuff.
Yeah. So you can find us on Facebook and Twitter. I run the Facebook page, and Dave, our founder, David, runs the Twitter and does most of the behind the scenes. Actually, all of it except for Facebook. And then we have over 10,000 followers combined. And I think it is something in the neighborhood of, last I knew, is like 6,000 members or something like that.
Nice.
And we've made 12 trips from Europe to here.
That's
to
awesome.
Denver. I say here because I'm in Denver. So
yeah. Yeah.
But
that's freaking awesome.
And then we recently started doing some charity work for some of the Ukrainian refugees too. So that's been pretty cool. We've shown up on the news with like CNN and MSNBC and everything.
That's freaking awesome, dude.
Yeah. So it's been a whirlwind of the last few months.
Yeah, I bet it has been. Well, we appreciate you being on, man. That's great work you guys are doing. And obviously keep it up. You say you get 10,000, 6,000. I'm going to let you know. We're almost at 100. So you can just watch out. Okay? Just be careful out there. Yeah, we're coming. And only to support, and, to make someone seem much lesser of a man than you, I will bring up Oren, as he is a lesser, he hasn't done what you've done. He's obviously, he's actually spit in the face of many people in need.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know. He's not a good person, and but we still have to let him leave the show. We have to bring him up. Oren, we appreciate you being on. Obviously you're not as good as Brennan here at Eurolanche, and you've done much less.
I try.
What are you gonna do?
I'll take notes. I'm taking notes. I've been taking notes this whole broadcast, so eventually we'll get there.
Yes.
It takes work. Yes. On my Twitter page, it's taken me all season to get as many followers as I have. So, and then all it is just a lot of work.
Yeah. Is there any foot pics involved? Should we involve taking pictures of our feet? Well, is that something we're pushing right now, or can we get a calf? Can we get a slight calf?
We all have to put our.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's 20,000 subscribers right there.
Yep, there you go.
There we go. We got it.
I've got a nice back surgery scar. If you guys are into scars.
Oh yeah, we're into any scar. We're into anything to push the envelope. We appreciate you. Anthony says, "Great what you are doing for Ukraine. We thank you. Absolutely. We mirror that message. What a freaking game, though, guys. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate Gnome dropping in, saying his nonsense. We appreciate it. Appreciate you guys. Brennan, we'll stay in touch. Oren, go fuck yourself. We appreciate all you guys. What a freaking win. Let's start out. We're 1-0. What a way to start. Teams do good starting out 1-0. This is a big win. Big time to do it. We thank you guys for joining. Elise, Anthony, you are OGs. We love you very much. Thank you for joining. We love you all. Let's get out of here. Good night.
Have a good night, everybody.